This video is brought to you by Roborock.
Good evening or morning at this point, everyone. It's 1:05 a.m. my time, and welcome to take 27 of this late night stream of consciousness first person tour of a setup I put together for my new MacBook Pro. Don't even try to unpack what's going on here. This is just too much to handle right now, but let's focus our attention to this corner of my office. This is the setup I've been putting together. This is where I do all of my creative work. And today we're going to go through what I have going on here. So first off, the desk is off Amazon. Everything is off Amazon here pretty much. So I'll leave a link to everything in the video description and also two alternatives as well. This is a VIVO 55 by I think 24-inch desk. It fits perfectly here. It's standing as well. I can adjust the height with these controls over here. And being able to stand up when I'm working is really, really nice because I don't always want to sit down. So yeah, that's this desk here. It's around 200, 250, maybe 300. I'll leave a link once again. And then to accompany it, I have a no-name Amazon, branded chair. Not like Amazon affiliated, just like one, chair I found off Amazon that I like. There's so many of these types. They go for around 150 to 200. And they're so important because they, make sitting in a chair feasible for hours and hours and hours without hurting yourself. It supports my neck, it supports my back, and my, I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but yeah, this is very, very important. I'll leave a link to mine again in the video description here. Next up, we have this Mousemat. Again, just one of the many just numerous brands on Amazon that sell stuff like this. I'll leave a link to that, of course, as well. But this is nice because I can use my MX Master on here, which I just got here. See how this is a stream of consciousness? You can tell how this is going. This is a really, really nice mouse, and I love it for the little side scroll wheel here. I'll demo that in a few minutes here. Then we have, what else? We have my laptop. This is the 16-inch MacBook Pro, of course. I'll show you the specs. It has the M1 Max, 64 gigs of RAM, and 4 terabytes of internal storage here. Although I do edit internally for YouTube, I do make use of T5 SSDs from Samsung here, several 2 terabyte ones, and I do some of my other work on here just to separate the files so I don't get them conflated. And also too, fun fact, I have a little Velcro area here where I can attach drives. Of course, I have a plug that plugs into the other USB-C port over there on the right side of the computer. But yeah, this allows me to work with these on the go without too much of a hassle. And yeah, I have about 10 terabytes. Why was that so dramatic? I have about 10 terabytes of SSD storage, external SSD storage here. Also too, I want to mention this is a great charger to use. This brand actually sponsored the last video, but I love this product so much I wanted to bring it up again. This is the Ugreen 100-watt charger. It has 4 different ports here, 3 USB-C, 1 USB-A. You can charge your phone, your iPad, your laptop here. And this is great for charging multiple devices, including the behemoth that is the 16-inch MacBook Pro on the go. So again, I'll leave a link to this in the video description as well here. While we're over here, this is a lamp from Target. It's from Project 61, I believe. Something like that. It's only on Target. I've not seen these anywhere else, maybe off of like, Mercari or something, but they are really nice. They got these marble little bases here. I put like SD cards and little things on there. I cleaned this off for the video, but I put small stuff on here so I don't lose it. And yeah, I just put some regular light bulbs in here and they look really, really nice. Then I have the Z200 speakers here. These have served me so well for 5 to 6 years. And I have not just switched from them. They're bassy, they're loud, and they're really great for monitoring video and also listening to music. What else here? Oh yeah, let's talk about the monitor. That's the most eye-catching thing. This is the LG 5K 2K. The resolution is 5120 by 2160. So essentially, it's like a 4K monitor with extra resolution here. And I love it, and I'll actually show you why here. So let me sit down at my setup and switch to the ultra-wide camera.
Before we continue here, I want to briefly touch on today's video sponsor, Roborock, and their S7 robot vacuum. This thing really comes in handy when I often, always forget to clean my apartment due to college life and work busyness. Just like newer iPhones, the S7 makes use of LiDAR to map out your living space even if it has multiple floors. It also makes use of an all-new durable rubber brush that agitates dirt more effectively and avoids hair tangles. Beyond vacuuming, the S7 can mop your floors with sonic technology, scrubbing surfaces at up to 3,000 times per minute. And even with the mop portion attached, S7 can automatically detect carpet and begin vacuuming, all within a single clean. Roborock also sent me this really sick dock that not only charges the vacuum, but serves as a vacuum for the vacuum. Essentially, it conveniently sucks all the dirt out of the robot so you don't have to. I'll leave an Amazon link in the video description if you're interested.
So I usually tuck my laptop like this. And I make use of both of the screens here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I can also demo the mouse here as well. So I'll open up Final Cut Pro. All right, here we go. We got this project opened up here. Sorry about the glare, that's the softbox happening. But what's really great about this monitor is that I can have my 18:9 video window open here. I can have a histogram open. I can have my controls over, like scale and such open over here, and have a lot of timeline space, have other menus open, and then have my media browser open over here. All in one display. My 4K 16:9 monitor that I was working with before just felt a little cramped. So this is perfect. It's also very, very bright. It gets up to 450 nits. Nothing Pro Display XDR level, but very bright. I would say comparably bright even to the 600 nits that I get out of, I believe, this laptop right here. I think it's 500, 600 nits. And yes, you can do HDR content or display HDR content, because this display gets up to 1600 nits. And if I wanted to do that, what's really great is if I have this open here, I can click this little button over here. If I can somehow look through the camera and get the mouse to line up, there we go. I can click that. And then I can have my video window down here if I really wanted to. And I often do this just to make sure I'm seeing it as bright and as accurate as possible. This is a more color accurate display as well, although both of these I believe have DCI-P3, which is a really nice addition here. Another configuration I can use for Final Cut here, if I reverse what I did, I can have the viewer, or excuse me, the timeline down here, and this display is more than big enough to interact with stuff. I have a lot of room here. And what I can do is I can display the video up here. So if I'm doing some last minute edits or whatever, and I want to, see the video and it's, full glory, I can have it open here and then just go to town down here, making some fine adjustments here. But normally when I'm doing, a majority of my editing, I have this whole window open here and I'm just looking at a small window over here. But again, this is a beautiful monitor to work with. Highly recommend it. Also too, the advantage of using the MacBook Pro like this is that I can open up, and I'll switch back to 1X here. I can open up Finder and Safari down here and just drag files onto the desktop and just be able to sort of work down here while not compromising the full screen Final Cut Pro experience pretty much up here. So I can, for example, drag in a raw photo for whatever reason. So I can drag that up into here, no problem, no interruption, no needing to go to a secondary desktop while I'm working up here like this. I don't have to waste time. Boom, we're already just dragging stuff there. You get what I mean. I need to go to sleep. What else here? We also have the really wonderful Magic Keyboard. I mean, I could buy a Magic Keyboard and have my laptop over to the side, but I got Touch ID here. Why spend more money? I also have this display, as I was talking about here, this beautiful display. That's also, by the way, 120 Hertz if you didn't know that. So when you drag stuff around, it just looks really, really fluid. So I get to make use of that, and also this gorgeous 34-inch ultra-wide display as well. So it's a win-win situation here. And then I got the trackpad on this device too, so I use that for pinching and zooming and a lot of other stuff. Sometimes I use it to, rotoscope things in Final Cut and also cut things out in Photoshop here. I can also open up Photoshop here just to show you what that looks like or how I usually use that. Here's the thumbnail for this video. So I'll put this onto another desktop here. We can bring it over here. And yeah, I got a lot of horizontal resolution. Once again, I got my tools over here. I can switch back to 1X to show you, or 3X actually, let's do that. Wow, zoom action here. We got the layers, and then if we go over here, we got the main composition. And again, this is a bright contrasty display, DCI-P3. Very, very nice here. What else should I show you while I'm here? Oh yeah, we can open up 2 web pages over here. Sorry about the glare, by the way, once again. But yeah, this is great when I want to do research or I want to, write up a script or something. And yeah, just having 2 full-size windows basically side by side is really great. And of course, I can have a third one down here if I really wanted to as well, and I often do. So yeah, this is a very productive setup for me here. I really, really enjoy it, and I highly recommend this monitor. It does have like a 4-star rating on a lot of sites, but I think it's because some people have had trouble with it, working out of the box. You do have to install some kind of driver like software. It's really no big deal. But once you do that, everything works perfectly so far, at least in my experience. I did not talk about this. This is a dongle that I was using with my M1 MacBook Pro, but I really like it because I get a secondary SD card slot, and not only that, a mini SD card slot or micro SD card slot, which I use to, put my lav mics micro SD card in there. It's as simple as that. I also am able to put 2 SD cards in my computer, or attach 2 SD cards to my computer at once, so I can put one in here. I can't really plug it in while I'm filming like this, but I can also plug in another one into the side port on my MacBook Pro, which is another advantage of having this open like this. So I can be importing footage from 2 different, storage mediums or drives or whatever at once, which is really, really handy, and it speeds up my workflow quite a bit here. What else is going on in this setup here? Oh yes, we have my headphones. Completely ignore what's happening on the floor here. Let me switch to 1X again. These are the Audio-Technica oh my goodness, I can't talk. M50X BTs. These are Bluetooth studio monitors, but I usually use them wired. I plug them in right here to my MacBook Pro. If I can get a hold of the cable, I plug it in right here. And these are really, really great alongside the built-in speakers with my MacBook Pro, which are just amazing, by the way. A really big advantage of getting the 16-inch MacBook Pro is having these glorious speakers on the inside here. Also, while we're at it, before I forget here, I got this headphone holder. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I'll leave it linked in the description. But yeah, it clamps under the desk, and I can just have these hanging here. I also have one in my gaming setup as well, which is in the other room. So I really like this. I've used these for years, and I can highly recommend them. 2 other things I want to mention here that are sort of behind the scenes or behind the monitor are the monitor arm. If I alternate the angle here, you can see it's right there. I can hide a lot of cables in there as well, though it's not a perfect sort of hiding job or whatever, but it keeps things pretty neat here. I can kind of show you there it is in the reflection. There it is. It holds up this monitor quite well. I also have a little light bar magnetically adhered to the monitor here. You can see it in the reflection, and that sort of just sits there and illuminates the area here. It just looks so much better. I like how light sort of plays into an environment and just makes it more, I don't know, inviting and less like I'm like sort of against a wall in a dark room. So it really adds a nice little glow here alongside the lamp light here. Oh, you know what? I didn't demo this, and I'll show you this real quick here. The advantage of having the MX Master, as you can imagine, if you can see this here, is the little side scroll wheel. So if I open up Final Cut Pro here, I can scroll through by just, let me switch to the 3X. Oh, wow. We can, just go like this. And as you can see here, we are horizontally scrolling. Yes, indeed. It makes my workflow a lot more intuitive. And yeah, that is about it, everybody. This is my setup. I very much enjoy it. I hope you did too. That's the gimbal shaking there. Oh my goodness. What the hell just happened? Oh, hello? Hello? Well, now I know to end the video. Shout out to the sponsor. Once again, check out Roborock, linked in the video description. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want something else like this, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.